Well, hello unto all you people. I know that you're coming over from Dave's game with the Braves here, so I'll give everybody a second to find the chat. Say hi to people as they come in for the first minute or so, and then we will get to getting there. There is Dave S. Good day to you, sir. Happy Thanksgiving up there. Hope everything is going well for you, Dave. Just waiting for a few guys to come over from Baseball Demo Dave's live stream with his History Maker Baseball, and going to get things started here in just a minute. Mark Russell, there he is. Welcome to the room there, good sir. Dark, how's it going? Good to see you. Welcome to the room. We got a doubleheader coming up this evening for the Dead Ball League. Let a couple more guys get in. In the meantime, the new opening. I'm just going to tell you how it is. We doing different kind of music. That is my biz. We going right here to the Dead Ball League. I was going to play you 2 games. Hope y'all's be intrigued. Okay, there you go. That's what you get. There is Jerry. All right, guys are coming in. Yes, we got a doubleheader. Dead Ball Baseball 1911 Athletics are 2-2, and they are visiting not Wrigley Field yet because that came over from the Federal League. Don't know the name of the field, doesn't matter. However, visiting the Cubs, who are 2-0. They did not play in the shortened second portion of Week 1, so this is the last game, the last series of Week 1, and after this doubleheader, I'll be doing a stat and standing show. I know y'all are just dying to find out how things are going. So am I. So without any further ado, let's get this sucker on the road. A's are at the bat. Eddie Collins leading off against Jack Taylor on the hill for the Cubs. 5-7 ground ball X. That's going to be Johnny Evers. 2-15, and Evers starts with an error. Collins is on. That didn't happen too often. No, he's a 1. Sorry about that. Do it right. 4-3. All right. Frank, home run, candlestick maker, Baker. Thank you, Al. That's a single for Baker. All right. Athletics did get somebody on base. They are going to hold, bouncing back and forth between advanced and basic. So we go with the catcher's rating. Kling is a 1, so that's -4. Takes him to an 11 to steal. Yeah, Stuffy McInnes, 3-3. Fly ball to left for out number 2. Brings up number 4 batter, Ruby. 4-9. Grounder to second, ends the inning. So we're going to go to the bottom of the first. After I move the cards around. We don't need that. And that's my phone. ID Jester is live streaming. Not sure what he's live streaming, but ID Jester, feel free to check him out. Awesome channel. Does some sports replays, does some role-playing game replays, a lot of PC stuff. Some cards and dice like Payoff Pitch. Great channel. Friend of the channel. So here we go. Bottom of the first, Johnny Evers. And that's a grounder to second, out number 1. Frank Chance, first baseman. And that will be a line out to first. 2 away. And we need to put it up here where you guys can see it, don't we? Sorry about that. All right, Harry Steinfeld, 4-8, gets a single. See what happens when we put the score sheet in the right place. Frank Schultz, right fielder, 2 outs, strikeout. That ends the inning. Scoreless. We go to the top of the second. And about to there, I'm thinking. Boom. A boom. Yeah, that's good. I think I'll put that right there to help mark that. All right, here we go. Danny Murphy, right fielder, 5th in the order, leading off for the A's. That is a 3-10 strikeout and 1 away. Briss Lord, 6-4, misses the homer split, gets a double though. Athletics got some business going on. Man on second, Jack Berry. Jack Berry at 265 is going to lay it down. That's a 5. That's a good one. Thrown out by the pitcher. Runners advance a base. So 1-3. Sack. 2 outs. Lord at third. Here comes Ira Thomas, catcher, 8th in the order. Facing Jack Taylor, 4-4, and that is a walk. Maybe he almost intentionally did that to get to Eddie Plank. Plank at the bat, and Plank catches a skinny single split, 2 stars. Knocks Ira Thomas to third, RBI single. In comes Briss Lord, and that is a 1-0 Athletic lead. 2 outs, bottom of the second. Here comes Eddie Collins. 5-9 will be a pop out to first to end the inning. But the A's put one on the board. Cubbies got a ball game. At the bottom of the second. Yeah, it'll work. Jimmy Sheckard, left fielder, leading off against Eddie Plank on the hill for the A's. 5-8 strikeout. Johnny Kling, catcher, 6th in the order. 1 away, bottom of the second. 3-5, fly to center for out number 2. They're just drawing an 8. Jimmy Slagle, center fielder. That is a single. 2-out single. Cubs seem good at 2-out singles so far in this game. Joe Tinker facing Plank. And that's going to be back to the box. Plank is a 2 with a 20. Roll it again. 13. A 2-base error on Eddie Plank. He won. Slagle around a third. Oh, goodness. 2 outs. 2 minute in scoring position. Jack Taylor. Can he answers Plank's hit? Grounder too short. That's going to be Jack Berry is a 2 with a 16. Scoops it up. Gets it over to Stuffy McInnis. Out number 3. Nothing going for the Cubbies in the bottom of the inning. After 2, your score, 1-0 Chicago. All righty. That's about where I wanted it, right there. Yep. Jack Taylor back on the hill for the Cubbies. Frank home run candlestick maker Baker. 1-5 leads off with a single. His second hit of the game. Stuffy McInnis. He's just a swinging away. Pops it up short. 1 out. Baker against Kling is a 1-11. Rube Oldring at the plate. Ruby is swinging away. 3-2. Lines out to third, as many as possible. Double play. 5L3. Thanks, Rube. Ah, dear. We go to the bottom of the third. 1-run lead being held by the Athletics. Chicago Cubs come to the plate. Give that up theirs. Johnny Evers, 8th in the leadoff batter, leading off the inning. Eddie Plank on the hill, fly ball right. Murphy is fielding at a 2-19, and that's an out, 1 away. Frank Chance, first base, 2nd in the order, and he flies to center for 2 outs. 2 down. Here comes Harry Steinfeld, third baseman. 1-5 hard grounder hit to Jack Berry at short over to McInnes, out number 3. So after 3, your score: Philadelphia Athletics 1, Chicago Cubs 0. All righty. There you go. There, and we go play baseball. Danny Murphy, right fielder, 5th in the order, cocked white die, re-rolling. 1-11, grounder to 3rd. Easy play over there for Steinfeld. 1 away, going to Chance. Briss Lord doubled and scored a run in the 2nd, his first time up. 4-9 on Taylor, grounder to 2nd. Not so much of a hit this time. 2 away. Jack Berry, shortstop, 7th in the order, 2-3, goes down swinging at the knee cheese. So after 3.5, A's are still up 1-0. That will bring us to Mr. Eddie on the hill, facing Frank Schultz, right fielder. 4th in the order. Here we go. Bottom of the 4th. 3-6. Hard grounder to Berry at short over to McInnes. That's 1 away. Plank with the pitch to Jimmy Sheckard, and that's a fly ball to center field for 2 out. Pitchers are kind of on top of this game, guys. Johnny Kling, catcher for the Cubs, 6th in the order, 3-9, and liner hard to 3rd base, snagged by home run Baker. 1-2-3 again. Into 4, 1-0. We go to the top of the 5th. We're kind of rolling through this game right here. Kind of hoping to get a couple of good games in and quickly, because I know baseball is on tonight. A couple of other guys may live stream. I don't want to hog it. But dead ball has turned into a Twinbill live stream kind of thing. So I'm trying to trim my time down. Ira Thomas, 8th in the order, catcher, top of the 5th, leading off the inning, 1-6 with a single. His 2nd time on base, walked in the 2nd inning. Eddie Plank, he's going to lay down the bunt. Oh, and that is a beaut. Beats out the bunt. Runners advance a base. Infield single on the bunt for Eddie Plank. Well done, Eddie. Collins is up now. 365 batter. Yeah, I got to go, man. Or do you bunt him over, knowing that home run Baker and McInnes are coming up? Or no. Collins going to lay it down, and he does, and he beats it out. Eddie Collins, infield. Well, with his speed, that is not surprising. We have bases loaded. Infield in. Home run Baker. Nowhere to put him. Taylor with the pitch. 3-8. Fly ball to right. And that is going to be a sac fly. That's going to bring in Ira Thomas, and the A's score run number 2, 1 out. Minute 1st and 2nd, top of the 5th. Stuffy McInnes, 4-5, a walk to load the bases. Moves everybody around, 1 out. Rube Oldring with a chance to be a hero, not a goat. Come on, Ruby, do this. 2-6, triple. I think he just went all hero on Jack Taylor. That is Eddie Plank scores. RBI. Eddie Collins scores. RBI. Stuffy McInnes scores from first. RBI. Is now a 5-0 ball game. 1 out. Man on 3rd. Top of the 5th. Taylor's going to try to get through this inning, at least. One more hit might do it. 1-6. That's a single. RBI brings Oldring in, and I think Taylor is done. He has past his effectiveness, I'm going to say, even though he's not tired, he's not doing dots or anything, not advanced. He's coming out of the game. And I do believe they're going to bring in Orval overall to pitch in relief. So let me make that quick notation. Taylor went 1, 2, 3, 4 1/3. On tap for the loss if nothing changes. All right, here we go. 1 out. Man on first. 5 runs have been plated by the A's in this inning. Overall, with the pitch, 5-7 strikeout. That's 2 down. Brings us to the 9th batter of this inning, Jack Berry, shortstop. 6-6 and misses a single split. Lines hard to third. Mercifully ends the inning. 5 across the plate for the A's. They now have a 6-0 lead. And the Cubs have got a little bit of work cut out for them. Oh, goodness. Eddie Plank on the mound for the Athletics. Still going strong. Jimmy Slagle, center fielder, will be leading off. Here we go. Bottom of the 5th. 3-6. That's a walk for Slagle. He's on base. Thomas fields at a 2, so if they hold him, puts it, yeah, if they hold him, it's -3. They're going to hold him. Takes him to a 112. Tinker, he's going to swing away with a single. And Slagle's going for third, 1-16, and he's thrown out at third. Single, presume it went to center field, so we'll call that 8-5. Throw out, 1 away. Oh, my goodness. Beautiful throw by Rube Oldring. That's right, Rube Oldring threw that ball. Orval overall hasn't pitched enough. They're leaving him into bat. Yeah, don't want to go through the very few pinch hitters and whatnot that we do have. Overall's going to pitch. Bat, he's going to lay it down with an 8. Should get the job done. Batter thrown out by first baseman. 3-4 sack. Gets Tinker to second. On the sack. 2 outs. Johnny Evers. Got to get a base hit. Come on, Johnny. 5-8 is a strikeout. Cubbies, nothing going. After 5, your score, Philadelphia Athletics 6, Chicago Cubs, nothing. Overall, staying in to pitch. Hope it was a worthwhile decision to spend the at-bat to keep the pitcher in. Ira Thomas, 8th in the order. Leading off the inning, 1-8, a single. His 3rd time on base. Single and a single to run scored and a walk. From Eddie Plank, he's staying in the game, not going anywhere. 3-8, and that's a third base ground ball. Doubles up on Thomas. 5-4-3, 2 away. Brings us back to the top of the order, Eddie Collins. 3-8 is a 2-star single. No one on base. 2 stars are inconsequential. Home run Baker. 2 out, facing Orval overall. 4-8 draws a walk. We got 2 men on. Athletics are getting on base and moving around tonight. Stuffy McInnes, first baseman, 2 away. Top of the 6th, 4-3. Grounder to first, X. Chances of 1 with an 18. Roll it again with a 5, and that is an out. Call that a 3-4 ends the inning. No runs. Go to the bottom of the 6th. Cubbies trying to make it happen again. Move that up. There's Eddie Plank goes theirs. Leadoff batter in the inning for the Cubs, Frank Chance. First baseman, second in the order. The pitch from Plank, and that's a grounder to short. Jack Berry handles it easily, out number 1. Harry Steinfeld, 2-10, grounder to third. No problem at all for home run Baker. 2 away. McInnes with some great plays over there at first on both of those ground balls. 4-10 for Frank Schultz. Draws a walk. Cubs have a base runner, but with 2 outs. No chance to lapse here. Jimmy Sheckard, 4-5. And he gets a 2-star single, so that's going to move Schultz around to third. Johnny Kling, 6-8 fly to center. That ends the inning. So we go to the top of the 7th, and the A's still have their 6-run lead. See Juan Redmond in the room. I'm sure there's a few others. We'll do stats, do a quick meet and greet before we go to game 2 here. But here we are at top of the 7th, game 1 of the Twinbill. Top of the 7th, Athletics are up 6-0 over the Cubs. Rube Oldring leading off, base clearing, loaded bases, triple to bring in 3 runs in 2 innings ago in the top of the 5th. 4-7, but he strikes out this time up. He had his heroic moment. Did a really fine job with it. Danny Murphy, right fielder, 6-5, a single. He is on base with his second hit, his second base wrap of the game. Briss Lord, left fielder, 1-2, pops out to short. 2 away. Jack Berry, shortstop. 6-7, strikes out. No runs scored by the Athletics in the top of the inning. We go to the bottom of the 7th. At the old ball game. That's right. Every day is a great day for Eddie Plank on the hill for the Athletics. Staring down, oh, no, I got them out of order. Orf. You got to turn them around the right way, dummy. There we go. And he's at 2 anyway. Well, we'll get to that. Probably going to pinch hit for him anyway. All right, Jimmy Slagle leading off. Eddie Plank, 2-7 with a single. Cubs trying to get some business going here. Bottom of the 7th, Joe Tinker. 4-7 ground ball, second base X. That's going to be Eddie Collins at a 1. He scoops it up. Tinker gets it to second. Johnny Evers makes the pivot over to Chance. Double play. Tinker, Evers, Chance. Yeah, sometimes you just can't buck history. Yeah, they're going to pinch hit for Orval overall there. They are going to pinch hit for him, so let's go ahead and get his replacement ready. We'll go with that guy. Let's get his pinch hitter. We'll go with that guy. Pat Moran, backup catcher, will be pinch hitting for Orval overall. So let's draw that line. Moran, pinch hit, 10C, facing Eddie Plank, 2 outs. 4-9 draws a walk. So it's not over, but it's probably not far from it. Johnny Evers, man on, 5-8 strikeout, ends the inning. Eddie Plank has been dominant in this baseball game thus far. Looks like he's only surrendered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits so far. A few walks peppered in there. A few strikeouts, but most importantly, he's got the 7-inning shutout going. Good news for the Athletics. That's going to bring us relief pitcher for the Cubs, Carl Lundgren. So we're going to go ahead and pencil him in real quick. Means overall went 1 2/3. Now 7, 2 2/3. So Ira Thomas leading off top of the 8th as I smack my camera there. 1-9. Fly ball to center. 1 away. Eddie Plank, his 4th at bat of the game. Grounded into a double last time up. 2 singles, 1 an RBI, 1 a run scored. 4-11. Shortstop X tinkers a 2 with a 20. That's a roll again, I believe. No, it isn't. That's a ground ball. That's an out. 6-3. 2 away. Top of the 8th. We go to Eddie Collins. 2-8. Draws a walk. 1-17. Kling takes him to 1-13. They're going to hold him. He's going to try and steal anyway, and he's going to make it. Eddie Collins with the theft. Home run Baker, 2 outs. Man on second. Facing Carl Lundgren, 5-8. Grounder to short. Tinkers a 2 with a 15. Routine ground ball. Gets it over to Chance, out number 3. We go to the bottom of the 8th. And it looks like the Cubbies bullpen is doing the job here, keeping the Athletics from scoring too many more runs. However, if you've scored 6 in the dead ball era, in all likelihood, you have scored in more than enough. Eddie Plank. Yeah, there were some high-scoring games, but a lot of times you had the 2-1, 3-1, 3-2, 4-2 decisions. 5-2, whatnot, 3-8. Frank Chance leads off with a single. Terry Steinfeld, 3rd baseman. Pitch from Plank, 6-9 is a fly ball to right for out number 1. Frank Schultz, right fielder, 281 batter in 1906, 1-8, and he gets the triple, RBI triple. Dead balls version of the home run. 4s, and that is a run on the board for the Cubbies. 6-1 is now the score. I may have been saying 6-1 before. It was 6-0. Sorry about that if I was. Kind of rings true that I did. Fly ball to center for Sheckard. Fly ball to center B. Sack. In comes Schultz. That is 2 runs scored. Now the deficit is cut to 4. Johnny Kling, catcher. 6-7, grounder to short X. Barry is a 2 with a 13. Scoops it up, gets it over to McInnes, out number 3. So after 8, where the Cubbies score 2 runs, your score, Philadelphia Athletics 6, Chicago Cubs only 2. Kind of like what Moses was saying, what Noah was saying to the rabbits. Only 2. Only 2. Leading off top of the 9th, Stuffy McInnes. 5-7 is a strikeout by Carl Lundgren. 1 away. Rube Oldring, 1 for 4 with a base-clearing, bases-loaded triple back in the 5th. Part of the spark in that huge scoring inning, and he strikes out with this at-bat. That is 2 away, top of the 9th. Danny Murphy, right fielder, up to face Carl Lundgren. Lundgren trying to get out of the inning. No more runs. 4-7 with a strikeout. He strikes out the side in the top of the 9th. Carl Lundgren did his work. He did what they brought him in to do. We're going to go to the bottom of the 9th where it is do or die time for the Cubbies. They need 4 to keep it going, 5 to take it home. Eddie Plank going the distance against Jimmy Slagle, center fielder. Here we go. Near the bottom of the order, 1-9, a walk. Cubs have a base runner. He is an A stealer. They're going to hold him. Thomas is going to hold him. That takes him down to a 1-12. Tinker's a 233. Tinker's going to lay it down. Do you lay it down or do you go? Schlegel's stealing. Schlegel's thrown out. That 20. That was a 20. Thrown out by Thomas. Joe Tinker. Eddie Plank. 2. 6. No dice on a single. Just missed it. Lines out the third. And that's going to bring us to pinch hitting for Carl Lundgren. They're going to bring in Solly Hoffman. And we'll write that one in. Hoffman. Pinch hitter 15A against Eddie Plank. 2 outs. Bottom of the ninth, Ira Thomas smacks his mitt, throws the signal out to Plank. He likes it. Here comes the windup, the kick, the pitch. And it is a hard ground ball. Hit to Eddie Collins. Eddie Collins scoops it up, gets it over to Stuffy McInnes, half a step ahead of Hoffman, out number 3. That ends the inning. No comeback for the Cubs. Your final score, Philadelphia Athletics win the game 6-2. Nice, good first game. Let's see if we can blast through some stats and then get going for game 2 here real quick. Get some things ready if I might. He goes there. He goes there. Okay, they are almost ready. Almost, except for Eddie. You guys are going there. He is a 2, so that'll work. They're going to be up first. Stats are coming right up. Don't champ at the bit. Stats are coming right up. Bender. Brown is a 3. They're up second. Okay, here we go. All right, let's see what we got in the way of stats here, gentlemen. Well, first of all, your final score is 6-2. 1 error by the Athletics, none by the Cubs. 2 innings by Lundgren. Complete game, 9 innings by Plank. Let's count them out. Collins, 2 for 4. With a run, stolen base, and a walk. Baker is 1 for 3. With a batted in sac fly and a walk. McInnes, 0 for 4. Run scored. Okay, and a walk. Oldring, 1 for 5. Triple run. 3 batted in, 2 strikeouts. I give it to Ruby, except Eddie Plank pitched one heck of a baseball game. While we're doing this, you guys mull over who's going to get player of the game. 2 for 5. Murphy with a RBI, 2 strikeouts. Lord is 1 for 4. Double run. K. Barry is 0 for 3. Sack hit, 2 strikeouts. Thomas is 2 for 3. Ira Thomas to catcher. Run scored. Walk. Eddie Plank, 2 for 4. Run batted in. Run scored. To go along with the pitching, yeah, I know Eddie Plank's getting player of the game. Eddie Plank is getting player of the game. 2 for 4. Scored a run. Drove one in. Drove in the game-winning RBI, if you really want to be technical about it. Ah, goodness. Pitchers, I love it when they help themselves. Johnny Evers, 0 for 4, 2 strikeouts. Frank Chance, 1 for 4 with a run scored. Harry Steinfeld, 1 for 4. Frank Schultz, 1 for 3. Triple run, batted in, K. Walk. Sheckard is 1 for 3. Batted in, sac fly, strikeout. Kling is 0 for 4. Schlegel is ugly. Ugh. 2 for 2, 2 walks, caught stealing. I think that's all he's got. Double check me on Slagle. But yeah, 2 for 2, 2 walks, caught stealing. Joey Tinker is 1 for 3. Taylor is 0 for 1. Overall is 0 for 0 sack hit. Moran is 0 for 0 walk. And Hoffman 0 for 1. So let's see. We've got hits for Philadelphia. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 hits. Cubs got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2 runs on 7 hits. So 7 hits, 2 runs, 1, 2, 3, 4 strikeouts for Plank, 4 walks for Plank, no homers. Yeah, Eddie Plank's getting it right there. Not even going to go any further as far as that regard. Eddie Plank. Plank. Let's see. Lundgren gave up 1 walk, struck out 3 in his 2 innings of work. Overall, struck out 1, 2. Well, we didn't do that. All right. Make the mark. 1, 2, 3 strikeouts. Gave up 3 hits and walked 1. No runs. So all the damage was done on Taylor. Gave up 8 hits, 6 runs, all of them earned. 1, 2, 3, 14 walks. So he issued 2 walks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 team strikeouts. He only struck out 2. And no home runs. So there you go. Your final score, Philadelphia of the game 1, Philadelphia Athletics 2-2, Cubbies 2-0. The Athletics win 6-2. So we're going to go to game 2 here. Athletics with a win. Cubbies with their first loss of the season. So as we flip it over, game 2, the Athletics are now 3-2. Cubbies are 2-1. And starting on the mound for the Athletics is going to be Chief Bender. And on the mound for the Cubbies, Mordecai Three-Finger Brown. And he will be on the mound, on the hill, starting the game. Andrew Peasy, good to see you. BJ Wan, let's go chat real quick. Just make sure who all's in the room so I can say hi to people and stuff like that. Dave is in here. Dave and Mark Russell, happy Thanksgiving Day, eh? Up in Canada, they get turkey early. Yeah, lucky people. Ken Castro, yes, sir. Dave is in the room. Al Red Sox fan, check out his channel. Al Red Sox fan, wonderful channel. Lots of PC baseball replays centered around his beloved Red Sox. Action, Diamond Mine Baseball, Strat, you name it, he's doing it. Fantasy boxing. He started to add in some action PC football due to the time of the year. Also, a little bit of Verdun, World War I trench warfare, first-person shooter simulator. Great channel. Check Al out. He is fun to watch. He's a fantastic person to watch. Check out Al, Red Sox fan. Jerry Ball, of course, a longtime friend of the channel. Juan Redmond, good to see you in here again this evening, sir. And I know Dark Assassin was in. He may have stepped out. But he's a little circle of Xbox gamers that I play with occasionally. It's good to see him in the room every once in a while. It really is. It means a lot. One of those guys that said he was going to check out the channel at some point, but he checked out the channel at some point. You got to say something for that. That's fantastic and awesome. It really is. And I do appreciate it. All right, guys, let's get game 2 underway. Let's get this moving. We're at about the 38-minute mark, so that's not too bad for stats and a little confab there. So let's get this going. Eddie Collins. Maybe I'll get my no-hitter or my perfect game, and it'll move it right along. Eddie Collins facing Brown. Here we go. Beginning of game 2. And that's going to be ground to third. Steinfeld is a 2 with a 17. Scoops it up, gets it over to Chance, out number 1. Frank home run, Kendall stick, Baker. 5, a 7, and he catches the single split with a 1. Stuffy McInnes. Kling takes Baker to a 111 stealing. They are going to hold him. McInnes is going to swing away with his 321 in 1911, and he's going to double up and end the inning. Steinfeld, Evers, and Chance. So no runs scored for the Athletics. We'll go to the bottom of the first. Moving right along. Yeah, I can do Kermit. What? Chief Bender on the hill for the Athletics. Johnny Evers leading off. And we need to move this up here. I know. Johnny Evers, 411. Grounder back to the box. Bender is a 2 with a 19. Roll it again. 1, that's a single. Infield single. Bender cannot get his hand on the ball in his glove. Cannot get it over to first. Evers makes it on base. Double-A stealer. Thomas brings him down to a 114, and I do believe Johnny Evers is taking second. Yes, he is. So man on second, no outs. Frank Chance is up. 319, he's swinging away. First base is empty. Grounder back to the box for Bender with a 1. That's another single. Fortunately, it's only a 1-base single. So no outs. What did I do with his card? Did I really pick it up and do that? Oh, Lord, don't do that. Old habit. Trying to break it. I want to do it this way. Harry Steinfeld. Minute corners. Chief Bender. 2-8. Grounder to short. They're going to double up on Chance. Mr. Evers is going to score. That is 1-0 Cubbies. And if the Cubs the Bears was here, he'd be loving it. What are the teams in the Dead Ball League? Andrew Peasy. Sorry, I didn't see that earlier. I have a video laying out the Dead Ball League in greater detail, but the short of it is the 1906 Chicago Cubs, the 1905 New York Giants, the 1909 Pittsburgh Pirates and Detroit Tigers, 1911 Philadelphia Athletics, 1919 Chicago White Sox. The reason for that is those are the teams that came with the old-time teams for Strat-o-matic in the set. So those are the ones I'm playing with. I need to find a way to get more dead ball teams and expand this a little bit more. But those are the teams that are in the league. Again, I've got a video, and it lays it out in greater detail what's going on with the teams, what's going on with the league. And again, for those of you in the room, after this game, this ends week 1 on the schedule, so I am going to be doing a stat and standing show after this game. Separate video, won't be a live stream. Frank Schultz, 2 outs, bottom of the first. 4 is cocked. Reroll. 3-3, grounder to second. So back to the ball game. Out number 3. 1 run scored for the Cubs. We go to the top of the second, and they do have a 1-0 lead. All right, here we go. On the hill for the Cubbies, 3-finger Brown. Mr. Mordecai. Rube Oldring. Ruby. 4-9, strikeout. Hey, listen, it's hard being a hero. I can only hit 1 triple a game. Give me a break. Danny Murphy. 3-5 single. If only Ruby were on base. Murphy is an A. Kling is going to hold him with 1 out. Drops him to a 111. Lord is a 310 batter. Swinging away. 2-2 pops up behind third. Out number 2. And that will bring us to shortstop Jack Berry. 2 outs. Here's the pitch from Brown. 1-4 pops it up behind second. That's the end of the inning. No runs scored. We go to the bottom of the second. Got our pace back. Cubbies are coming to the plate. Chief Bender on the mound for the Athletics. Harbor's a 1-run lead. 1-0 is your score. Left fielder Jimmy Sheckard, 5th in the order, leading off against Bender. 1-4 pops it up behind second. Keep forgetting to do that. 1 away. Johnny Kling, catcher. 4-6 flies out to center. That is 2 out. Easy play for Oldring. Jimmy Slagle, center fielder, 2 away. Bottom of the second. 4-11 back to the box. Bender. 2-13, and he throws this one away going over to first. 2-base error for Bender. Slagle on second. Scoring position. Joe Tinker, chance to tie it up. All right, tie it up. Get more of a lead. Sorry about that. 2-6. Not happening. Hardliner to third. That will be out number 3. No runs scored. We go to the top of the 3rd inning. Your score: Chicago Cubs 1, Philadelphia Athletics 0. That's going to bring us back to Three Finger Brown on the hill. Ira Thomas, catcher for the Athletics, leading off 8th in the order, 2-8. That's going to be a strikeout for out number 1. Chief Bender, the pitch from Brown, 1-9 strikeout. 2 away. Eddie Collins, college boy, smartest man in the league, 1-5. Grounder to second ends the inning, and that is not a facetious statement. He was one of the smartest men in the early part of the 20th century in baseball. He was a very, very intelligent man. He played on the 1919 Chicago White Sox, and they used to ridicule him and call him college boy and professor and everything, but Collins just was a very intelligent man. He was being paid by Charlie Comiskey what he deserved because he decided to make sure that Comiskey was going to pay him what he deserved. It was in his contract before he came over from Philadelphia. I think from Philadelphia. Or in the interim or not. Jerry would be able to tell me easily enough. Here we go. Bottom of the 3rd, 4-8. And Three Finger Brown, Mordecai Brown, grounder to Jack Berry. He's a 2 with a 20. That is an out, ground out. 1 away. I say Jerry could tell me. Anybody could tell me, but Jerry is a veritable font of baseball wisdom, and I really do appreciate having him around the channel. 4 was cocked on the white die, re-roll. Johnny Evers, leadoff batter, 1 away. Bottom of the 3rd, 2-6 is a grounder to short for out number 2. Bottom of the 3rd inning, looks like Frank Chance, first baseman, 4-3 grounder to first. That'll be McInnes fielding at a 3 with a 3, and that's a single. Gets through to the outfield. Chance with his second hit of the game. Harry Steinfeld looking to improve that and get another run. Good thing it's not a DH league. Grounder back to the box. Chief Bender gets it over to McInnes for out number 3. No business for anybody. 1-0 is your score. Going to the top of the 4th inning. So we can do some blasting here. Okay. Three Finger Brown, home run, Candlestick Baker is leading off the top of the 4th. Third baseman batting second. 3-8, fly ball to right, out number 1. Stuffy McInnes, first baseman. 6-6 strikeout, out number 2. Rube Oldring, center fielder. 6-8, fly ball to center, and just like that, A's are 1-2-3. And we move the score sheet again. Again, both pitchers really pitching a really good outing. It's just going to take one of these teams uncorking in an inning, or possibly just the Cubs outlasting. Frank Schultz, right fielder, second time up, grounded to second. His first time up, 6-7, leads off with a single in the bottom of the fourth. Brings to Jimmy Sheckard, left fielder. Chief Bender with the pitch, 4-4, fly to center, X. Oldring fields at a 1 within 11, and that is an out. And runners hold, no one on third. So that is 1 away. Johnny Kling, 312 is going to swing. 4-6, fly ball to center, out number 2. Jimmy Slagle, all the beans, 2-3, grounder to short, ends the inning. So after 4, 1-0 Cubbies. Athletics don't like it. Top of the 5th coming up. Mordecai, 3-finger brown on the hill for the Chicago 9. Danny Murphy, leadoff batter for the Athletics. Right fielder, 5th in the order. Brown's pitch. Fly ball to right X. Schultz is a 2 within 18. Makes the breadbasket catch. Out number 1. That was right. That was right. Yes. Lost my place in the field. Briss Lord, left fielder, 1 away. 3-12, lines out to second. 2 outs. Jack Berry, shortstop, 7th in the order. 4-9, strikeout, ends the inning. Mordecai Brown has retired the last 11 batters in a row. 4 of them by strikeouts. It's pretty daggone impressive. I was thinking something that snuck up on me, but then I saw the A's had a single in the top of the first and the top of the second. I was like, so much for that. Felt a little Billy Sunday amnesia coming on. All right, Joey Tinker, here we go. Bottom of the 5th, leading off, 8th in the order. 6-8, misses the single split, lines to second. Mordecai Brown, facing his nemesis, Chief Bender, 1-10, gets a single. As those guys were apt to do. Johnny Evers, 1 away, man on first. The pitch from Chief Bender, 6-10, is a fly ball to center. Runners hold. 2 away, and that takes us to Frank Chance. 1-9, fly ball to center, out number 3. We go to the top of the 6th, and the Cubs still have a 1-0 lead. Goodness. Mordecai Brown on the mound for the Cubs. Ira Thomas, catcher, leading off just as he did in the 3rd. Here in the top of the 6th, 4-5, and this time he does so with a single. A's have a man on base. Here comes Bender laying it down and not doing a good job of it. Batter is safe. Lead runner thrown out by pitcher. So we'll call that a 1-6, fielder's choice. 1 away. Bender is on first. Eddie Collins, 1-5, hard grounder to second, doubles up on Bender. 4-6-3. That'll end the inning. Still a 1-0 ball game. Cubbies are coming up to the bat. Bender's still on the hill for the A's. Both pitchers pitching one heck of a game. Harry Steinfeld, 3rd baseman, leading off, 3rd in the order. Bottom of the 6th, 2-10, grounder to 3rd. Out number 1, routine ground ball for Baker. We go to Frank Schultz, right fielder, 4th in the order, 2-8, and that's a hard grounder to 3rd. Baker getting a little bit of a workout over there on the hot corner. Jimmy Sheckard, left fielder, 2 outs. Bender with the pitch, 6-6, yields a single to the left fielder. Cubs have some business, but with 2 away. Johnny Kling, catcher, 4-7, and he goes down. Well, he looks at the corner, lets a slider go out of the zone. Now we'll call it a shine ball, whatever. I don't care. Did they throw sliders back in those days? I don't know. I honestly don't know. He was looking at a slider. I said so. Chief Bender. Yeah, someone named Bender would throw a slider or drink a lot. Here we go. Top of the 7th inning. Three-finger Brown still on the mound on the hill for the Cubs. Frank home run candlestick maker Baker. Thank you, Al Red Sox fan. I'm going to annoy everybody with that 4-8 walk. He came up with that idea of trying to make a joke about Tanker. Oh, geez. I can't remember. I'm not going to worry about it because it takes away from the speed of the game. Baker's on with a walk. Kling holds him. Takes him to a 111. Stuffy McInnes, 321 batter in 1911, is swinging away. 3-9, catches the single split. 1-star single, men at first and second. And the A's have some business going here. Top of the 7th. Three-finger Brown. Rube Oldring comes up, and Brown isn't even worried about him. 1-9, grounder to third. Da-da-da. Runner on first is out. 5-4. Fielder's choice for Oldring. Baker goes to third. 1 out. Daniel Murphy, right fielder. Pitching to him. 6-8. Fly ball to center field. Back goes Jimmy Schlegel. Close to the wall. Makes the catch. In comes Frank home run Baker. He scores. Athletics tie it up. It is a 1-1 ball game. 2 outs. Going to bring us to Briss Lord, left fielder. 1-8, grounder to third, ends it. But after 6.5, we now have a tie ball game. We go to the bottom of the 7th. That's right. Here we are. Sound with renewed vigor and vim, as it were. Jimmy Schlegel comes in after that great catch in center field. 3-3, grounder to third, out number 1. Joe Tinker, second shortstop. Forgive me. 4-7 strikeout. Here comes Mordecai Brown, going to stay in the game. 1-9, and he gets another single. He's 2 for 3 so far in this game. Johnny Evers swinging away. 4-9. Fly ball to left ends the inning. So after 7, it is 1-1. We go to the 8th. Out there. Brown on the mound. Jack Berry, shortstop. 7th in the order, leading off top of the 8th inning for the Athletics. Here comes the pitch from Brown. 2-5. Fly ball to left. Out number 1. Ira Thomas, catcher, looking to get something going here for Philadelphia. Get a lead. 3-8 from Brown. Grounder to third. That's 2 away. Top of the 8th inning. In comes Chief Bender. You got top of the order coming up in the next inning. Bender's going to stay in. He's going to swing. 6-5 goes down. Swinging, strike 3. A's, nothing doing. Top of the 8th. And as well as Bender's pitching, I really don't think they're going to regret leaving him in the game there to bat. Same situation I think would come up for Brown were it to. However, the Cubs are working through the top of the order here in the bottom of the 8th. Second batter in the order, Frank Chance, first baseman, leading off against Bender. 5-5, and just misses the homer split. Fly ball to deep right field. Back goes Danny Murphy. He's at the wall, makes the catch, hits the wall, falls down, gets up, shows the ball, tosses it in. That is 1 away. Oh, that was close. That was a long, hard hit by Frank Chance. Harry Steinfeld, third baseman. Keep forgetting to do that. 4-9, fly ball to left, out number 2. And Frank Schultz, right fielder. Ground ball back to the box. Bender gets it over to McInnes for out number 3. So we go to the top of the 9th. This game is knotted at 1. It's not 2-2, so it's not going to go to extra innings. We're at the 59-minute mark. I hope it doesn't go to extra innings. I don't want to creep into baseball. I got a little bit of time. Here we go, Eddie Collins. Let's rip. Let's grip and rip. Grounder to first, 1 away. Frank Baker. 4-6, single. Kling will hold. Takes Baker to a 111. Stuffy McInnes swinging away. 2-4. Lines out to short. 2 away. They're going to hold Baker. Rube Oldring. 5-7, 110. 1-star single for Ruby. Baker moves to second. Danny Murphy facing Brown. Needs 1 more out. 2-5, 2-star RBI single for Dan Murphy. Oldring goes to third. Home run Baker scores his 2nd run of the game, and the Athletics go up by a score of 2-1. Briss Lord. Brown is going to get out of this one. 4-6 single. RBI single for Briss Lord. Murphy made it to second, 115. Made it to third. Men at the corners. 2 outs. Jack Berry is a 265 batter. Brown is being stubborn. Daggone it. If he was any better, I'd yank him. Walks, the bases loaded. Okay, he's coming out. Brown is coming out of the game. So far, he is tagged for the loss, 8.28. Brown's coming out of the game. And they're going to bring in Ed Rulbach. Ed Rulbach, 165 ERA, 20-4, 218 innings pitched. He was a starter, has relief on his card. That is why he is not one of the 3-man rotation for this abbreviated league. Ira Thomas, catcher, 8th in the order, 2 outs, bases loaded. Rulbach needs 1 out to get out of the inning. 2-8, strikeout does so. Go to the bottom of the 9th, but the Athletics have scored 2 more, and they have a 3-1 lead. And it is time for the Cubbies to stand up and do their little cub roar. Wow! Come on, Chicago. You can do this. You can do this. Jimmy Sheckard, 5th in the order, left fielder, leading off against Chief Bender, 2-8 strikeout. Bender's still going strong. I thought Bender was the one that was going to leave the game first, but it turned out to be Mordecai Brown. Johnny Kling, 6th in the order, catcher, 1 away, bottom of the 9th, 6-10, walk. And the Cubs have a man on. Jimmy Slagle comes to the bat, reached second on an error by Bender in the 2nd inning. Grounded to short, grounded to third, 1 out, man on first. The pitch from Bender, 4-6, fly ball to center field. Out number 2. Kling stays at first, and here we go. 2 outs, bottom of the 9th, man on first. The batter will be the go-ahead run. Tinker is a 233 batter. We could replace him. 15, 20. We're going to replace him with Doc Gessler, first baseman and outfielder. Tinker is getting pinch hit for. Gessler, pinch hit, 14B. 2 outs, Chief Bender. Here we go. Gets a signal from Thomas. The windup and the pitch. 3-12. Hard ground ball. Hit to Stuffy McInnes. He trots over to first. Makes the force. Ends the game. And the Athletics win 3-1. Just like that. We'll clean this stuff up later. Let's move everything over here. Let's do us some stats. Oh, goodness. Couple of good pitchers duels tonight. Final score, Philadelphia Athletics 3, Chicago Cubs 1. The Cubs dropped to 2-2. The Athletics are now going to be 4-2. Tied with the White Sox for the best win-loss in the league. Boom, ba boom, ba boom. The Tigers are 3-1. The Cubs are 2-2. The Pirates are 2-4. The Giants, the New York Giants, are 1-5. I never saw that coming. I really did not. So loss there. Win there. Complete game. 9 innings. Let's do this. All right. Errors. 1 error for Philly. Let's count it out. Collins 0 for 4. Baker 2 for 3. 2 runs. Walk. McInnes 1 for 4. Strikeout. Oldring 1 for 4. Runs scored. Strikeout. Murphy 2 for 3. Sac fly. 2 RBI. Briss Lord 1 for 4. Run batted in. Jack Berry 0 for 3. K and a walk. Ira Thomas 1 for 4. 2 strikeouts. Chief Bender 0 for 3. So that is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hits. For the Athletics, the Cubs, Evers 1 for 4. Run, stolen base. Frank Chance 2 for 4. 0 for 4. Harry Steinfeld, run batted in. 1 for 4. Frank Schultz. 1 for 4. Jimmy Sheckard with a strikeout. 0 for 3. Johnny Kling with a strikeout and a walk. That is 0 for 4. Jimmy Schlegel. 0 for 3. Joe Tinker with a strikeout. 0 for 1. Doc Gessler. And Three Finger Brown 2 for 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hits for the Cubs. Anyone other than Chief Bender really a runner for this? I mean, Danny Murphy, right fielder, drove in 2 out of 3 runs. Let's see exactly what Bender did to help with the decision-making here. He gave up 7 hits, 1 run earned. He struck out 3, walked 1, no homers. Danny Murphy, 2 for 3, sac fly, 2 runs batted in. Home run Baker, 2 for 3, scored 2 runs, drew a walk. We thinking Chief Bender. We thinking Frank Baker. We thinking Danny Murphy. Player of the game, guys. Yeah, I see BJ. He's going for Bender, and I'm just putting other options out there, but I think you're right. Yeah, I think we're just going to go with Bender. Player of the game, Bender. Let's get the pitching stats over here. Strikeout for Rulebach. So the rest is easy. 3 runs earned, 8 hits given up by Three Finger Brown. 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 6 strikeouts, 17. 1, 2 walks, no home runs. So there you go, guys. Yeah, Dave, Jerry, yeah, I agree. Definitely. BJ, yeah. Bender gets player of the game. Chief Bender, pitcher for the 1911 Philadelphia Athletics as they beat the 1906 Chicago Cubs 3-1, sweep the 2-game series and go to 4-2. The Cubs dropped to 2-2. And the next video in the Dead Ball League series is going to be a stat and standing video sometime the next day or two. Get stuff counted up, and we'll put it out there. And, guys, I'm going to go ahead and jump. It has been real fun playing a game for you guys tonight. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm glad you watched it. Thank you for joining me and spending time with me. This is Chris, Strat-o-matic, Delaware, saying, guys, be safe, take care, have a wonderful evening, keep on rolling.